Hey guys, Chad here from Take It or Leave It, here with the upcoming movies that are releasing in February. And the main purpose for this section is to give you guys a one-stop shop for figuring out what's coming out, when, like what day, and where you can find these films. Alright, with that down, let's get into the first week of February. On the 4th, we have Movie Theater Massacre, VHS Beyond, Werewolves, and The Invisible Raptor. And on the 6th, we have The Fishing Place. The standout film that comes out this week, at least for me, is Movie Theater Massacre. I'm pretty sure that I've heard some good things about this, so, here's hoping. But moving on to the second week of February, I think there's some more standout films here. Starting on the 7th, we have A Night's War, Hard Eyes, Dark Nuns, Are You There?, Mom, Kidnapping Inc., Love Hurts, and Bringing Them Down. Then on the 10th, we have Attack on Titan, The Last Attack, and on the 11th, we have The Demoness, or I've also seen it referred to as Succubus. Some standouts here include A Night's War, which is kind of a low-budget fantasy horror film. I'm not going to get my hopes up for this, but, I might give it a chance with some lowered expectations. Then there's Heart Eyes, which has gotten some good buzz the past few weeks, and, I think the reviews have looked pretty good so far, but, we'll see. It looks like it could be a fun slasher for Valentine's Day. And Are You There is kind of a standout, but I don't think in the way that it would want to be. I'm getting some PG-13 Talk to Me rip-off vibes from this one, but I love for it to prove me wrong. Then there's Mom, and this has been on my watch list for a while now. I don't know too much about it, I haven't seen a trailer on it, but that poster, how ominous and creepy and weird. I don't know what that poster's all about, but I'm excited, I'm interested. And I was getting some Snatch vibes from Kidnapping Inc., if that sounds interesting. Then there's Bringing Them Down, which, look, that won me over completely as soon as I saw that Christopher Abbott and Barry Keoghan are in it. Those are two of my favorite actors working today. And the last noteworthy film for this week is, of course, Attack on Titan, The Last Attack. Look, I'm ashamed to say it, but I have not finished Attack on Titan. I know, shameful, terrible, I've got no excuses. But now that The Last Attack is coming out, maybe that will provide some incentive for me to finish this thing. And moving on to the third week of February, we have Rounding, The Gorge, Inhabitants, The Dead Thing, Captain America Brave New World, Time Stalker, Armand, Paddington in Peru, I Love You Forever, and Universal Language, all coming out on Valentine's Day. And on the 17th, we have The Baby in the Basket, followed by Kindred on the 18th. Going over a few standouts for this week, look, I wasn't the biggest Black Phone fan, but I'm more than willing to give Scott Derrickson another shot with The Gorge. Then there's The Dead Thing, and I'm getting the sense this film might not be for everyone, but for those who are interested, apparently it's a must-see with an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. Time Stalker is getting some pretty good press with an 89% Rotten Tomatoes score. Here's the consensus. Leveraging fantasy to explore how bad life choices are evergreen, Time Stalker is a clever and imaginative sophomore feature from director and star Alice Lowe. Then there's Armand, and look, this was one of my honorable mentions for favorite films of the year last year. Take a look at the trailer, but I'm telling you, if it sounds interesting, I cannot recommend it enough. And I've got to shout out Paddington in Peru. I guess, I haven't seen the other two movies, but look, Nicolas Cage in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent made it very, very clear that Paddington 2 is one of the best films, if not the best film of all time, so apparently I'm missing out. And with a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes with 46 critics, here's the consensus for Universal Language. Bridging the two nations of Canada and Iran with a clever and surreal conceit, Universal Language is a culture clash comedy brimming with wisdom. And moving on to the final week of February, on the 21st, we have The Monkey, Invader, Everyone is Going to Die, Cleaner, Old Guy, Little Bites, Gazer, and Lifeline all coming out. Then we have Street Trash coming out on the 25th, followed by Vicious, Last Breath, and Cold Wallet all coming out on the 28th. And man, getting into the standouts, 2024 new director of the year Oz Perkins comes back quickly after Longlegs with the Stephen King adaptation that's getting some really strong reviews so far. Then there's Invader, and this is a lean 70-minute horror film that I've been waiting to see since maybe mid-2024, so I'm very stoked for this one. The next standout is Everyone is Going to Die, which I was getting some Funny Games meets The Strangers vibes from the trailer, so it might have some potential. And while I wasn't exactly blown away by the trailer for Cleaner, I did see that the director for Casino Royale, Martin Campbell, was coming back to direct this, so that kind of enticed me. But the next standout is actually my most anticipated film of February, which is Gazer. I know, I'm very excited about The Monkey, but look, Gazer has been on my watch list for a while now, so I've been waiting for it for months. And look, here's what one critic had to say about it, okay? There are elements of Taxi Driver and Lost Highway strewn throughout this Hitchcockian thriller. I mean, come on, I double dog dare you to tell me you're not excited for that. Then there's Lifeline, and this synopsis really intrigued me. A late-night suicide hotline operator receives a disturbing call from someone claiming to be himself, knowing personal details only he would know. And the final standout of the month that I saw was Cold Wallet. Here's the synopsis. After losing everything in a cryptocurrency scam, a ragtag team of vigilante Redditors attempt to kidnap the kingpin who screwed them over. But when the home invasion takes a turn for the worst, they become victims in a sadistic game. Yeah, between that synopsis and the 93% this has on Rotten Tomatoes right now, plus the fact that the trailer says that this is presented by Steven Soderbergh, yeah, color me interested. But those are just my thoughts, take it or leave it. What do you guys think? What's your most anticipated film of the month? Is it Gazer like me? Is it The Monkey? Is it, Captain America Brave New World? Let me know down in the comment section, let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video but you want more information about what's on my watch list, what I'm currently watching, the kind of ratings I'm giving these films, as well as upcoming releases I'm looking forward to, don't forget to follow me on track.tv. My username is TIOLI_reviews. The link is in the description box. Go ahead and click it and start following me on Tracked, and I look forward to seeing you over there. And as usual, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time, I'm Chad from Take It or Leave It, and I'll check you later.
Check you later. Check you later.
Hey man, get off my case.
Oh man, chicks don't want to hear that shit.